Hello everybody, I want to show you with this video 10 first things to do with the Redmi Note 12 Pro and Redmi Note 12 Pro 5G. And the first thing I want to show you is for the status bar here, because here you can see the strength of the signal and the network and so on, but you can add also a very nice feature. What is pretty important meanwhile, you can have a look for the internet speed. Okay, let me show you what I mean. So just scroll down here right next to the camera, because then you have here the control center, and a part of the control center is here always the symbol for the settings. Just tap on it, and now you need to go to the point notifications and control center, and here you will find a bit below the point status bar. So, and the second point is the one I meant. So if you now turn it on like this here, you see the connection speed, what is pretty nice. So always if the phone is connecting to the internet, you can see here the speed and can check a bit what is the reason. If you feel that the phone is a bit slower, no? Is it the internet speed or is it the phone itself? So a nice feature. And with the next feature, we will make the phone a bit faster, because we can extend the RAM. So we can give some gigabytes of our storage, of our internal storage of the phone, to the RAM. And that makes the phone a bit faster. Let me show you what I mean. So just scroll down right next to the camera, tap here on the symbol for the settings. Then you need to scroll down to the point additional settings. Here it is. And here we will need the point memory extension. By default, at my phone, we have 3 gigs, but I would recommend to you to increase it always to the maximum. So depending on your internal storage, so how much you still have. But usually, if you're doing it at the beginning, it is absolutely okay. So take the 5 gigs and reboot the system then. Pretty nice. So if you have no time actually for that, you can set it up later. Then that means if you start your phone next time, if you reboot the system, then the phone will increase the RAM. Pretty nice. And the next feature I want to show you is for our eyes, because we are all looking too often on our smartphone screen, and that gives our eyes a lot of stress. But there's a way to reduce that stress, to reduce that eye strain with a blue light filter. Let me show you a bit more about. So just scroll down right next to the camera. Then we have our control center here, as we have learned, and we have here the icons. And we have a second page for some more opportunities. And here we have this reading mode with this eye symbol here. Just tap on it, and you will see that the color of your screen will change a bit yellow touch and so on. That's a blue light filter, and it's really protecting your eyes. And what I would recommend to you is that you long press now the reading mode, because then you belong to the settings here. So, and we have 2 options here: the paper mode, so that means something in black and white, and the classic mode is the one I recommend to you. So just tap here on the arrow, because then you can change now the color temperature. As more warm this blue light filter is, as better it is for your eyes. I really recommend this to you. But if you say you don't want to have any yellow touch during the day, you should have it at latest in the evening hours, because it will affect your sleep also in a negative way if you're just watching on your smartphone screen. But with this blue light filter, you can increase the quality of your sleep. Just try it. So if you say you just want to have it in the evening hours, then just tap here on the arrow, because you can schedule it. A bit below we have now the point schedule, and you can choose a time when you want to have it turn it on and turn it off automatically. That means that you don't have to do it always by own. So I would recommend to you to take the good night suite, because then the phone will turn on the blue light filter if the sun sets, and if the sun rises in the morning, the blue light filter will be turned off. A pretty nice mode. And another feature supports you in the evening hours, because the screen is pretty bright, and that gives your eyes also stress, because if everything is dark around you and you have a very bright screen, also not that comfortable. I think you know what I mean. We all had that situation already, but you can change this white stuff here into a dark theme. Let me show you what I mean. So just scroll on right next to the camera, go to the second page, and then we have here the dark mode. And many stuff in the background becomes dark. Let me go to the settings that you can see it as best. The settings has been bright before, but now they are dark. That saves, by the way, also some energy because we have an OLED screen here. A pretty nice effect as well, next to the nice effects for the health. But this night mode has a big disadvantage, because if the sunlight is too bright, so on the day, you can't really read well the display, and that's not that good for the eyes. So this is why I recommend to you to have it just in the evening hours and in the night. And then you don't have to turn it on and off by your own, you should schedule it also. So just scroll on your way next to the camera, then go here to the second page, and long press now also the point dark mode. And you can schedule the dark mode. And if you're doing that, you turn it on like this. I would recommend to you also to do it from sunset to sunrise. And yeah, that will affect your eyes in a positive way. Okay, I've turned off now the dark mode here to continue the program, because it's also better for the video I want to show you here. And the next feature I want to show you is also for our eyes, because the screen is pretty large, and we can use that pretty large screen to increase the text size. Something pretty simple, but it's also pretty good for your eyes. Let me show you how you can change that. So just scroll on your way next to the camera, tap on the symbol for the settings, and now you need to have a look for the point display, and here you will find the point font on text size. Just tap on text size, and you can increase it. So I've done it already, that you can have a better look here on the video, and I would recommend to you to have it a maximum at L, because if you increase it too much here to XXL, it affects also the also in the settings it looks nice, but it affects the notifications in a negative way, because there is too less space right now and you can't really see well the previews here. So this is why I recommend to you to take the text size at maximum to L, and yeah, that's pretty nice already. Yeah. And the next feature I want to show you is also for our health, but also for our saving energy, because there's a time we don't need our smartphone. If you're sleeping, and if you have a regular day, then you go always to sleep at night, or maybe sometimes on the day, but most of the time in the night. And we can turn off our phone then, and that you don't forget this always. You can set it up automatically, also that your phone will turn on after. Let me show you what I mean. So just tap here on the security, on the green icon here with the shield and the green flash in it. And yeah, here we will find the point battery. And now go here in the bar on top on battery. And here we'll find the point scheduled power on off. Okay, and you can set up power off time and repeating time as well, because if you say, okay, on the weekend I'm up a bit longer and so on, you can choose it only for weekdays and so on, or you can customize it as well if you have to work on the weekends and so on. Pretty nice. And yeah, you can set up also here a power on time. That means the phone will turn off here at 11 p.m. And you can set up also a power on time then to hear your alarm as well, maybe at 7. The phone will start then at 7 and yeah, is ready for your alarm, and that you can check the news notifications and so on. So pretty nice mode. Yeah, the next feature I want to show you is for the comfort, because you can have in a sidebar your most favorite apps. So just swipe in like this and you have access to your most favorite apps. And what is pretty nice, if you tap on one of them, it opens in a floating window. That means then you can watch maybe a YouTube video while working on another thing. Pretty nice. And if you want to enlarge it, so you can move it to another position here, with a blue bar. And if you want to enlarge it completely, just swipe down like this and it's completely enlarged and you can use it on the full screen. A pretty nice feature. But don't wonder if this doesn't work at you right now, because you have to enable this feature first. So just scroll down here, tap on the symbol for the settings. And then you need to scroll down to the point additional settings. And here we'll find the point floating windows. And this point here, the sidebar, you have to tap on it, and you have to enable it here. So just tap here, and if it's marked blue, it is enabled, and then you have this cool sidebar here with your favorite apps. Okay, the next feature I want to show you is if you want to use your phone with one hand, because the screen is pretty large and sometimes I cannot reach everything with one thumb. But there's a way to make the screen a bit smaller, but just swipe here from the inside to the outside at the navigation bar, and the screen is now a bit smaller and I can touch something here above. Pretty nice. So let me show you how you can use that feature, because you have to enable this feature first. So just scroll down here, tap on the symbol for the settings. Then you need to go to the point additional settings. See there, you were too fast. And now you will have here the point one-handed mode. And this point has to be enabled. Now you see a little animation here how to use that feature. So even if you swipe to the arrow, it works as well. So pretty nice. And now you have also, even if the arrow was large before on top, you have now easy access here to the top of the phone. So pretty nice. Okay, the next feature I want to show you is also for the comfort, or better for the camera, because sometimes you have the situation that you need your camera pretty quick, and yeah, you can set up something that you can use the power button. By just double tapping the power button, you're immediately at the camera without wasting time. But don't wonder if this feature doesn't work at you right now. This was a secret, no? Please keep it for you, my code here. Don't wonder if this feature with the camera doesn't work right now at you, because you have to enable this feature first. So just scroll down here right next to the camera, tap here on the symbol for the settings, and then you need to go, I think you can imagine it already, to the additional settings, and you will need the point gesture shortcuts, and this is what I recommend to you to launch the camera. So and enable the first point so that it's marked blue, and that means whenever you double press now the power button, you are immediately at the camera without missing time. What is also pretty great, this feature works as well if the phone is on standby. Also just double press the power button, you're immediately at the camera without unlocking the screen, with looking for the camera app and so on. And hey, may this saves a great picture one day. Okay, we are already at the last point, and I want to show you also some nice gestures. This time here at the navigation bar. So I think you notice already with the back button, the home button, the recent tab button and so on, but you can put some more actions on this navigation bar. Let me show you what I mean. So just scroll down here, tap here on the symbol for the settings. Then you need to scroll down, no, not to additional settings. At this time we will need here the point home screen. Look for the point home screen and tap now on system navigation. And then you will have to point your button shortcuts. Of course, this works only if you have enabled the buttons for the navigation. So the navigation bar, if you're using the gestures, it doesn't work. So if you have enabled the buttons, by default, by the way, it's already set it up here. Let's go now to the, I'm talking too much, isn't it? We need now the button shortcuts. Okay, and here you can set up some more actions for our navigation bar. Maybe let's take the back button. So what if we long press it? We can put an action on it. If we long press the back button, let's open maybe the torch, or let's turn on the torch. That means if I just tap for short, I go back one step, as we notice. But if I long press now the back button, I on the torch. If I want to close it, I just long press it again and it turn off. So pretty nice. You can do the same thing here also for the other buttons, of course. And yeah, I hope I could help you with this video and give you a nice setup here for your phone. And yeah, if you want, you can leave me a nice comment or give me a thumbs up. That would be very helpful for my videos. Thank you so much for. And I've created also some other videos with some more tips and tricks and so on. You can also subscribe if you haven't done it before. Thank you so much for your support, and yeah, maybe the next time. Ciao.